Hey gang, Paul with Stud Pack. Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to the Stud Pack Dream Garage build. Jordan and I are up here on the scaffold. We're gonna caulk in between these windows, between the window and the casing, and Jordan's gonna do a little detail over here to make that edge between the casing and the siding really pop. We're using Exact Color by Sash Coat. Already got it mixed up. Got my tip cut here. Finally getting my technique down. I'm actually gonna, here Jordan, I'm gonna come to you right here, bud. I'm gonna go right there. Definitely is a different technique, right? Pushing caulk like this, but I got the tip size dialed in, that's key. And I'm not even fooling with it anymore. I'm applying it. I got a couple little voids, and then I walk away.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's awesome.
I got a little void there, a little void there. This is kind of dragging on the rough edge of the Hardy, but I can get in there, fill those two spots. And the building is soaking wet. We got over 2 inches of rain last night. We are standing on the scaffold boards right under the drip edge from the roof. Water's coming down, hitting that scaffold board, splashing on our building, which is fine, but it is wet. We want to paint down below. Hopefully it'll dry out, but this paint's holding up really well. Got a good test last night. Jordan, let's finish these windows, pull the scaffold down, and then I'm going to put the Exact Color on the porch windows. We spray painted these louvers and it kind of spray painted the louvers shut. So I'm just taking my knife and cutting right there. One more time.
Why are you cutting it?
Why am I cutting it? Because I didn't cut it on the other one and the paint actually peeled off. So we're gonna get some touch up, but now it's free. See that? Make sure that bottom one will open. Perfect.
Nice.
Jordan brought me some paint on the paintbrush. I was able to use it, touch up our grill, a couple of other little spots. We got everything color matched with our caulk between the casing and the window, and the casing and the siding looks really great. And guys, we're bringing you super close up so you can see all the details way up here on the scaffolding, just like we are. And you'd probably do a few things different, but the reality is, this is where 99.99% of the people, besides the 100,000 of you, are gonna be looking at this building from. Yeah, the gutter guys are gonna go up there. I wanna make sure I mention that we are gonna put gutters on the building. That's gonna help a lot. But guys, this thing is looking fantastic. Love the colors, love the way we cut in, love the way the big stretch looks. It looks so good. I can't wait to see the rest of it painted. And that's actually our next step. As you can see, we pulled the scaffolding down, and finally, guys, I think we can count on one hand how many more times we're gonna have to put the scaffold up again. No more on this side, but we gotta hit the front, we gotta put the corbels up, maybe a couple times back here on the deck, but other than that, that scaffold is almost gonna be parked for good until we build the house. Speaking of the house, a lot of you have commented on a pump jack. We're really thinking about buying one for the main house.
And the touch-up stuff that we have to do on this one.
Of course, so we'd have the pump jacks and the scaffolding. We could reach anything on the building, no problem. But right now, Rad's finishing some prep work right here, and we are gonna start putting the bottom color on our building. And check out something we did about a month ago. Actually went to the local feed and seed store, bought 2 bales of hay, $16 each, and put them right here under the eave on each side. And what that did, it prevented that water when it comes down from splashing all the mud on the building. We've all seen that on job sites, right? And it worked great. We had 2 inches of rain last night. This is really clean. Don't have to do a lot of prep. Just had a little bit of water down here. We blew that off. We're ready to go, man. Let's go get our paint brushes, our rollers. That's right. We're not gonna spray this. We're gonna do it by hand. And then that's gonna give us like an opportunity to see the spraying side versus the rolling and brush side.
Right.
You guys ready to paint?
Let's do it.
Let's go. We want to take a short pause in the video and thank the sponsor of today's video, Hungryroot. Hungryroot is absolutely the easiest way to get fresh, high-quality groceries delivered directly to your door. There are just a few quick questions about your health goals, what you like to eat, and really important for us, what kind of appliances you have in the kitchen. Because here in Jordan's temporary kitchen, all he has is a beat-up old Sunbeam microwave and a beat-up old electric range. But that doesn't mean he can't prepare tasty meals. Check this out. We have chicken tikka masala, one of my favorites. It's got basmati saffron rice in here. Just pop it in the microwave for 3 to 5 minutes and we are ready to eat. While that's getting ready, over here at the oven, we have a couple of half chickens. It's already cooked. All you have to do is heat it up. We also have some ground chicken. If you want to do a little more cooking on your own, got everything we need to make a nice, tasty lunch or dinner. And we can't forget about dessert, right? We got some chocolate glazed donuts, a chocolate chip cookie, and a peanut bar, and everything is really healthy, low in sugar, high in protein. Guys, we really enjoy Hungryroot. Saves us a ton of time, ton of money. We're not throwing all that food away. We all know how bad it feels to throw food in the trash. So the first 100 people that click the link or use the QR code, place an order, and use the code STUDPACK at checkout are gonna get 40% off their first order. That's an absolutely awesome deal. Thanks to Hungryroot for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to work. And we got this a couple of weeks ago, and as you can see, probably needs a little bit of a stir. So I picked up this guy from the paint store. It's supposed to fit right in there. Nice. That way I don't have to take the lid off. Day number 2, the building's looking great. Today we're going to get the first coat on the front and the second coat on everything, even though we're my blue shirt, so if I get paint on it, you won't be able to see. Now we got these nail holes here in the battens. They're stainless steel nails, will never get rust, but we're going to see these because we're up close and personal right here on the porch. So I'm simply going to take some big stretch and we're going to fill these, and then by the time I get back here to the second coat, this will be dry and these nail holes are going to disappear. Nice. Let's get to it, guys. All right, guys, we got all the nail holes filled. Didn't take any time. It's gonna make a big difference for the final product. We are ready for the final event, the main event. We're gonna put a coat of Needlepoint navy on the board and batten on the front of the garage. We are so excited, and in fact, so are the neighbors. Check it out. We already got a crowd across the street. They can't wait to see it go up. It's a beautiful Saturday. We don't wanna work all day. Let's get to it and knock out this paint on the garage. Guys, the front of the building's looking great. The whole building's looking fantastic with our white and our blue. We absolutely love it, and that's one coat of blue, but we are gonna put 2. But to tell you the truth, we've had rain over here in Texas for the last couple of days, so we haven't been able to paint on the outside. Normally when it rains, we would grab our tools and start working on the inside, but we don't have the stuff we need to start working on the inside, so we had to wait out the rain. Sorry about that. But it sure beats where we were a year ago with all the rain and a mud pit right here. At least we have a nice roof overhead. It falls on our hay and drains away. Today's goal is to put a second coat of blue on the whole thing. That's right, we're gonna put 2 coats for a number of reasons. Primarily, it's gonna look the best. And secondly, Hardy recommends 2 coats. And number 3, we're gonna get the maximum durability out of our paint. So 1 coat looks great, but in certain angles, you can see that we just put on 1 coat. So 2 is our plan. 2 is the way to go. Over here on the side, you can see where we put big stretch in all the nail holes. That's gonna look great with that second coat. A lot of times we can't see these until you put on the first coat. It's kind of like a primer coat, right? When you put on the primer, you see everywhere you miss. So we filled all the nail holes, and all this electrical gear right here, we taped off the meter, and we were gonna spray this whole thing because of all these nooks and crannies. But in the end, we made some paint brushes, we cut the handles off, and we're able to get into all these nooks and crannies, and it looks great with one coat. It's gonna look even better with two. I say, Jordan, let's go get our brushes and our rollers, because we're brush and roller guys now. Get a second coat on this building. All right, guys, it's a little chilly today. It's in the 50s. I don't know why I wore shorts, but we were gonna work over here in the sun so we stay warm, but we felt it would be better for the second coat if we always kept a wet edge. In other words, I just cut in right here, and now Jordan's gonna roll, and it's gonna be a wet edge instead of him cutting into a dry edge. So that's gonna look a lot better. So I'm gonna be on the top with the ladder. Rad's gonna cut in at the bottom, and Jordan's gonna come behind us and roll, and we're just gonna move down the building panel by panel. Backside's all done. We're gonna do this side later in the day, but we wanted to hop over here and fill in all these holes from the screws that are holding our PVC panels to the building. Remember, this is where our condensing unit's gonna go. We have a few more over there on the electrical service. So I'm just using Durham's water putty. I like it because it comes in a powder. You mix it as you need it. That way this doesn't go bad. We've all had that little tube of spackling that hardens, and then you gotta go buy some more. Just mix what's needed right there. That's probably too much. Got a little palette knife. I don't even know why I have this, but it works great. Little on there. We're gonna fill that guy in. This stuff dries really fast. It's gonna sand easy, and it's also rated for outdoors, although you do have to paint it. But we're definitely gonna be painting this. See how easy that goes on? I've got one more to do over here to my right, but I'm gonna show you up here, up top. We've already done these. It is rock hard, just like the box says. I'm gonna put a little second coat over it. When that dries, we'll sand it. You'll never know there were screws here.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Even if you look really hard?
I'm sure. Maybe a little bit.
All right, now we're being honest.
But there is gonna be a condensing unit hanging on here. All right, let me catch this last one. And we are ready to go paint that other side. Nice.
I can hardly stand the heat, burning like a flame within, blisters all over my skin.
Guys, it is the next day, and the second coat of blue looks awesome. I can't tell you how good it looks. We say this all the time. It looks great on camera, but it looks awesome in person. So if you're painting your building and you're just gonna go for one coat, you gotta go two. Two makes as much difference to us as the one coat did over the Hardy, right? Come on in for a closer look. We'll show you what Rad is doing. Remember we spray painted these corner boards, and we just sprayed onto the Hardy, but then when we rolled and brushed our blue, we just got it on here because we figured we're gonna come back later, put frog tape here, and then we're gonna roll and brush our corner boards again, because they got a little abused during our painting. We just got some blue on here, we got some dirt on the bottom, we'll sand that off, we're gonna make it look great. So what Rad and Jordan did earlier, they put some frog tape on here. Rad's got the blue, almost a dry brush, and he's going along here, so that blue paint is gonna creep under the frog tape. And then when we paint the white, we'll have a nice crisp edge. He's almost done with that. We also did the same thing here on the garage door casing, because we're gonna paint this black to match the casing upstairs around the windows. That's gonna look great. You wanna tell them about the garage door, Jordan? We're getting a lot of comments about it. They're ordered, guys, 2 to 3 weeks. Took us some time, but we can't wait for the garage doors. We know you can't either. Rad's almost done. We're gonna let this blue dry a little bit. Paint these corner boards, get a coat of black on there. This thing's looking awesome.
And what have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Well, I'm not covered in it, but I've been putting up a third coat of drywall mud in the garage. Remember when Danny and Alan left, they gave us 1 or 2 coats in here. Need a little bit more love. So I've been working on that this morning while you guys went and got paint for the inside of the garage. You got the primer, you got the ceiling color, we got the outside finish. We want to get the inside painted. We got our electrician coming back next week. He's gonna put all the breakers in the panel. You probably noticed the meter out there. We have power here. We just haven't turned it on to our panel. We're ready for that. We're gonna start hanging lights. We're gonna start hanging fans. We're gonna get power in this building. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to see it at night.
So in like a month, we'll be lit up. The garage doors will hopefully be on.
Yep.
And we'll be like...
We got our shower system here. We can waterproof our shower. We're gonna be able to fly on the inside.
All right, gang, the backside is all completed. We primed that, painted it black. Rad's hitting these corner boards, trimming them out, putting another coat of white on there. Gotta say the backside looks absolutely incredible, but we're not gonna show you that because we're gonna do this side and you guys are gonna see how awesome it looks. Just for reference, corner board needs a lot of love, a lot of little blue on there. And even at the bottom, some splashing. some rough stuff down there. It's really rough down here. I mean, we got to hit that with the sanding block, so we're touching that up. And then going over with the roller is just helping fill these nail holes and some cracks and stuff, so really nice. And then of course here, painting this black. It's gonna absolutely transform the way that the front of the building looks, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Buster. What we got going on up here is when we put the blue right up there in that little area right there underneath the bandboard, a little bit of it leaked up onto that white bandboard. So Rad just going back with the light pass with the roller, and he's just taking care of that. It is making a difference. It's creating a much crisper, cleaner line right there. Everything that we're doing right now is just touch-up stuff that's gonna improve the overall look of it. And can't wait to show you guys how this thing looks at the end of this video, all dialed in.
All right, guys, we used the frog tape trick to cut in between our corner board and our blue hardy siding. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Rad just put the final coat on the corner board. How many coats of paint does that corner board have now?
4.
4? What, 2 with the sprayer and 2 with the roller?
Yeah, the sprayer doesn't really count. Windy day, pressure was too high.
So now we're ready for the big reveal, right?
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, pull it off.
All right,
Do it.
Here,
Oh, you.
no, you.
No, you.
No,
Yeah, you go.
No, Rad, you gotta go, dude.
It's all you.
Oh,
You
God.
do it.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna ooh yet. Now I can say.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. That's pretty nice, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at you. That looks awesome.
Ooh.
Ah.
Got too excited.
Pretty good.
Yep, just the 2 little spots. Like pull the blue off or what? Did the white get under? We'll touch that up.
All right, guys, it is all hands on deck. Dad has been up here in the upstairs prepping, sanding, dialing, vacuuming, everything. It looks immaculate up here. Hard to tell on camera, but I mean, there's no dust on any of the walls. All of the joints are absolutely perfect. There's no dirt on the floor. The access panels look incredible. Sharp, crisp, clean corners and edges. Shout out to Danny and Alan. And right now we're putting plastic on all of the windows inside so we can spray our primer. Things are happening.
Okay.
You want me to find you a spot?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm using my light. This is a Klein light. Charges with USB cord, 2 power levels, magnet, carabiner. Love this thing, but I use it right now for the drywall. This spot feels and looks smooth. Awesome.
Looks good.
This spot feels and looks awesome, right? Drywall dust is affecting my speech pattern. But here, with the raking light, check it out. That's what I'm doing for your garage, dude. I'm finding spots like
Wow.
that. Yeah, it's dark in the stairways.
Take the light away. Oh, see, now I can see it, right?
Now you know
when
what
you
it is.
expose it.
Now you know
Right.
it. But this one's a little harder to see, I feel. Like that one.
Yep.
And that's gonna be right out the door when you come out and you'll be like cussing me all the time. So I want to make it look
I
good
don't
for you.
cuss at you.
I know you don't.
So while we were downstairs painting the exterior, you did that for the entire upstairs.
I did. Now this was spot on, but like I said, this stairway was dark. It was hard to sand and see in
Well,
here.
Danny and Alan did this, and they did that when they sanded all this.
They did.
They left the garage.
They told me 2 spots I needed to check. It was around the access panels and around the fan brackets. So I did a little bit of sanding.
Right.
Great.
But we finished the staircase like they saw in the previous video, so that's
did.
why it's all messed up.
We did.
Yeah.
It was our fault.
Yeah. So now we're getting it dialed.
This room, we're getting ready to paint. Can't wait. All right, guys, the outside of the Stud Pack Dream Garage is 100% painted. Yeah, we got the deck to do, but the building is all done. It looks fantastic, and we are going to show you it and some real close-ups. Can't wait for you to see how great it looks. But while we're in the painting mood, we wanted to hop upstairs in the apartment and put a coat of primer on all the drywall. I spent the last day or so dialing everything in, getting it perfect just the way we want it. Even vacuumed the walls. We got the paper covering our wires in every junction box. We got the windows and the door covered with plastic. Come on in the bathroom. Let's show you the paint we're going to use. Of course, we're going to spray it. And here we have 5 gallons. Sherwin Williams PVA drywall primer and sealer. We got a little stirrer in there because paint stores typically don't shake this unless you ask them to. So we're going to give that a good stir. And then Jordan's going to spray it. And then he's going to back roll it. Got a 3/8" nap for our big wide roller. Absolutely love this. Makes it go really, really fast. Guys, I'm tired of talking. I want to see some paint up here. Let's go.
Ready.
Let's go.
Bless you. All right, y'all ready? Yes, sir. Ready. Here we go. Primer time, buddy.
More.
No, I was pretty far away. I would turn it up just a bit.
Spraying pretty nice from here.
Yeah, and I'm working it into the drywall.
What?
I'm working it into the drywall.
Yeah. And it takes away that shine.
Nice.
Oh, it's on regular video right now.
right, guys, this is what happens when you send Jordan to the paint store. He comes back with 5 gallons of primer. You're building a house, dude. You think 5 gallons are going to cover the whole thing?
It was wishful thinking, but the bank account looking a little sorry these days.
Oh, you thought maybe we could water it down or something?
Yeah.
Well, I'll head to the paint store tomorrow and get some more. We'll finish up here, hit the garage. But I got to tell you, just the 5 gallons you put up today, it looks incredible. If we start up with the ceiling, that peak way up there almost disappears. There's no shadows or anything. I love the way it's drying. It's so even. It's interesting though, you can see where the paint is on the mud as compared to where it's on the paper. It dries a little different because it's absorbing the paint a little different, right? Love that. Love the way the slot diffusers are coming out. And the room seems a lot bigger, and my big voice is echoing a lot more. But the best thing is, it smells like paint. That's the best part, right? It smells like we're finally finishing this job, and you'll be moving in here probably a couple of days, bud, don't you think? No. So you saw Jordan applying the paint with the airless sprayer. He'd put down the spray gun, pick up the big wide roller, very short nap like we showed you, and he would back roll everything to really embed the paint in the drywall. So all you painters out there, let us know below in the comments what you would do. We like sanding after the primer just to knock down all the little nibs, and then would you do 2 coats of the top coat or maybe 1 more coat of primer? But I gotta say, Jordan, looking at this real close, I think 1 coat of primer is gonna be plenty. But we promised you we were gonna show you the exterior. The sun's out, it's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Let's head outside and show you how awesome the outside of this garage really looks. Doesn't that look great, guys? We are so happy with the way this building turned out. It looks fantastic here in person, and we're sorry about the 9-day hiatus, guys. We were painting for 9 days, and a lot of times what we did today was the same thing we did yesterday and the day before. And we didn't want to bore you with all that. We wanted to bring you the highlights. We feel like we did that, and it looks fantastic.
And we've said this in the past, whenever we take days off, we're always doing something behind the scenes to ensure more videos later down the road. So we've got the waterproofing system in the garage right now.
Right, and come check this out. Jordan's already picking out some finished materials. We're not going to tell you where this is going, but that's going to be beautiful once it's inside.
Porcelain slab.
Love it. Going to love that porcelain slab. Never done that before.
Right.
Really excited to do that versus tile. We got the garage doors on order. Once they're in, the front of the building is going to be done. And like we said before, building a house has phases. You have your dirt work to get out of the ground. You have your framing. You have your exterior finish to put on. And like we said before, building a house has phases. You got to get out of the ground first. Once you're out of the ground, you do your framing, you put your siding on, your roof on, you get it painted, then you start on the inside with all your MEPs, insulation, drywall, and painting. So we really feel like we've completed 2 phases about the same time. We got the outside all done, and we're already painting the inside.
Yeah, and that's why it's been hard on us, because we're battling 2 different phases, completing them at one time. So, a lot that we've been doing. There have been a lot of days where you were doing something, and I was doing something, and Rad was doing something else. Yeah. Which, whenever that happens, all hands on deck. The videos suffer, but we're not in the business of posting filler content.
I was upstairs, somebody's in the garage, somebody's outside somewhere.
Yeah, we know the viewers. Yeah, we know the viewers want to see videos and stuff, and we're sorry, guys, but we just don't like posting filler.
And we want to get this thing finished.
Right. If we post a video, you're going to see a big change. So that's how we do things over here.
I just love looking at it.
Yeah, me too. And that's another reason why we haven't been getting anything done. Is because we just keep...
We stand out here and look at it.
Yeah, we just look at it.
All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. We had a blast making it. We had a ton of fun painting. We hope you picked up a few tips and tricks for your own painting project. If you're looking for some stud pack merch, head on over to bunkerbranding.com. They will absolutely hook you up. This video has been all about painting. Just paint your like button. Smash it for us. Please subscribe, ask a question, drop one of your awesome comments. We'll see you right back here on the very next Stud Pack video.